Hello dear World of Warcraft friends, welcome back to a new video on my channel. Today is Weekly Reset, which is the format where I always show you what you can do during the current World of Warcraft reset. Today, of course, everything revolves around patch 12.0.7, but naturally we're not just going to look at the obvious things. There's the Omnium Foliant, a questline has started through which you can get an additional bonus roll. You can buy Warbound gear for alts, there's heroic alt gear, and so on and so forth. We'll take a look at all of that in this video. So make sure to stay tuned and feel free to subscribe. And if you want, check out my new third channel, G6 Games, where we play games other than World of Warcraft. Plus, everyone is in World Cup fever, and now Holy also has the right products for it. Not only is it starting, Dataset Deluxe now includes an exclusive free World Cup bottle. There are also new hydration flavors, all in the spirit of the Football World Cup. So we have, among others, apple, we have blueberry, and we have apricot. All of them are very, very tasty. My personal favorite is the green apple. It tastes really, really awesome. So feel free to check it out with the code G610. You'll save even more. 10 on top. And yeah, Holy is really ideal, especially now with warmer temperatures. It's perfect to refresh yourself. Enjoy it. So, and with that, let's get started. Basically, we'll start with the calendar first. This week we have the bonus event, World Quests. That means World Quests give you up to 50% more XP, and that doesn't just mean the ones from midnight. You can do all the older world quests, like the ones from Legion or anything else, and you'll also get 50% more XP there, so it's ideal to boost your reputation with all factions. And for the quest The World Awaits, if you complete 10 world quests, you'll get 2,500 reputation with a midnight faction of your choice. That's pretty good. Moving on. Otherwise, you can combine this pretty well with the weekly quest for the Spark by simply choosing this world quest thing here. For that, you need to complete 6. And then over here, the weekly dungeon quest is Murder Alley. You get 1,000 reputation with a faction of your choice. The weekly housing neighborhood quest requires you to deliver a mail route. So here I would recommend again do this on an alt. For example, one that still needs hero crests. Honestly, it's pretty accessible there, quite useful, and then you're done with it. In Mythic Plus, we have the Affix Xalatath Trade Ascendancy. Those are the orbs you have to remove to get a buff at the end, and in PvP, our brawl is the Temple of Hot Mogu. So, Temple of Cat Mogu. Just everything a bit faster, it's definitely fun. Otherwise, yes, it's mainly about the new content, right here at this point. Here you get the quest for the Omnium Folio. Doing the quest takes about 20 minutes, and then your account is largely unlocked. You get it here through this little button at the top of the mini-map, and you can select your talent points there. As of now, it looks like this Rune of Unleashed Fire is the best for DPS. For healers and for pet classes, the orb is probably the best. Other than that, you can also get the quests for Val here. And Nagtal, those are the ones here, Starstalker and Veterans of the Great Darkness. You have to gather allies there. And, yeah, in the end, that will lead you here to Nagtal and Val. There are new quests there, new world bosses, and so on and so forth. There's a heroic mode. There will be a separate video about that as well. You see, these aren't huge worlds, but you can still have some fun with them. For a mini patch, I think it's pretty cool. Also, the ritual sites have now received a buff. And now there's also a 6th level for them. You can see that here you need to have 6 challenges active for it. For that, you'll get 130 of the field awards, 10 HC crests, and 5 mythos crests. So really, really awesome for farming. In addition, and this is new, this Marin Silver Swing here in Silver Moon offers you specific hero gear to buy. For 750 awards, you can buy a slot of your choice. And for 100 awards, you can buy 246 champion gear for your alts. That's actually pretty awesome. This way, with enough awards, you can boost an alt to 246 without them having played even a single minute. Also keep in mind the new world bosses on the heroic level. They drop 259 heroic Warpack bound gear, so that's another way to gear up your alt even better. That's actually pretty awesome. Ansonsten, otherwise, yeah, in the end, it's up to you what new content you want to play. The Spawnfall raid. For that, you'll get a quest here at coordinates 3768. And that will eventually lead you to Haranda, where the raid is located in the end. So if you don't raid like me, you probably won't get much out of this. But if you defeat the raid boss for 4 weeks, you'll get a small item each week. And 4 of those will give you a mount in the end. And you can see here, with the quest, you also get other things, for example, that you can turn into bonus rolls, etc., and so on. It's actually not a bad idea to pick this up. I'm just trying to figure out, isn't it shown on the map where the dude is located? Or did I just miss something here? I don't think it's showing up yet. Nice. Otherwise we have lore walking. There you can reenact the story of the lore. Turbulent Timeways won't be available until July 1st. The new quest line in Sulaman won't be available until July 8th, so you'll have to be a bit patient. In Sulaman itself, you can now help Janalei hatch new eggs. You can find that here. Temple of Janalei, the chicken and egg problem, but for that you need to have quested through the area or at least the chapter with Janalei. However, if you've powered through with a character, you should have completed that without any problems. And yes, those are basically the most important points for the current ID for patch 12.0.7. As always, take what you want, right? Nothing is a must, everything is possible. But I would still recommend taking the Omnium Folio with you, even if it doesn't give that much damage yet. Sometimes it's only 0.9 of your damage, at least that's how it is with my owl. But that thing will get even better, especially once these secondary stats are added. So make sure to do your quests every week. Yeah, thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video. Have a good time and take care.